Folks, welcome to another episode of Every Effin Restaurant on Dominion Road. It's me, your boy, Ben Magoogie.
Do you introduce yourself that way every time?
No.
Oh, good.
I usually say this as well.
Okay.
The Effin
Yeah.
stands for fucking.
Oh, okay, come on now. Now, I just want to put it out there. First of all, I haven't been to every restaurant on Dominion Road.
Okay. That's good. How many have you been to?
One. I went to Steam. We just went to Steam.
We just went to Steam. You're listening to Ray O'Leary.
Hello.
Comedian, provocateur.
Yeah, I'm a bit edgy.
Yeah,
I'm a bit out there.
the bad boy of New Zealand comedy.
Yeah, that's right. I've got I'm pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
I'm pushing, and I'm stealing envelopes.
Yeah.
When I walk past any mailbox, I'll just have a little look.
See if there's anything in there.
Anything in there.
And snatch it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill payments.
You pay those bills?
Yeah.
That's some bad boy shit. Paying other people's bills.
You better watch out, baby. I'm pushing that envelope.
Yeah.
Straight to the bank.
From my bank?
From my bank account to yours.
To your power company's bank.
That's right, baby.
Amazing. Yeah, you said we went to Steam.
That's right. And what? So how do you normally? The food was delicious.
Yeah, I mean, there's no structure to it. This is loosey goosey.
This is loosey goosey.
We don't even fucking need structure.
That's good because I've got a lot of things to talk about.
Okay, should we talk about Steam? Is a entirely vegetarian Indian curry place. Yep. Although we did see on the menu they do have a penne arrabbiata, which is lovely to see.
Beautiful Italian dish.
Amazing. I should have gotten that. Anyway, so my only thing is I always try and get the most interesting thing on the menu. And a penne arrabbiata is not the most interesting thing on our menu, but on an Indian menu, it is pretty interesting.
Actually, this isn't a critique of. This isn't meant to be a critique of the restaurant. It's more It's more a critique of sort of the conversation that I was having while I was at the restaurant.
Okay, so you're critiquing the company, namely me.
Is it? Well, is that not part of it? Is that not?
Okay,
I just feel like
let's fucking hear it.
No, I just feel like conversation. I mean, I felt like I was doing a lot of heavy lifting. I know, like conversation could be a little bit stilted at times.
Okay,
it wasn't that natural flow. I just Well, here, listeners. At one point, there was some food waste, or maybe I don't know how it got on the menu, but there was like something on the menu, and I said, "There's food on the menu." And what did you say, Ben?
I said, "Yeah, that's how menus work." Oh, we were cracking up.
Honestly, gee, good heavens!
There was food because there's food on the menu.
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yes, and there was food. Yeah,
and there was like debris of food on the menu.
Yeah, so it worked on one.
It just works on that one level. But man, does it work!
No,
that joke puts in a lot of work. Okay, so we go to Steam. Yeah. It is very busy. Apparently, they've got a buffet.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I've been there. Yeah, never seen that before. Also, well, look, we said the food's good. I think it's criminally underrated. If you haven't gone to Steam, you should be in jail. You're a criminal in my eyes. You're an enemy of the law.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good restaurant, I think.
It is. It's really nice.
Yeah.
The people there are very nice.
Yeah.
I asked how to pronounce the food I got, and she told me, and I tried it, and then she said, you should just call it an Indian donut. So I got an Indian donut and a tomato, a tamati curry, a lentil curry. And what did you get?
I got an Indian vegetable jalfrezi.
Yeah, the jalfrezi. That's your go-to. You're a frequenter of Steam.
Yes. And I think that was possibly the best we've ever had.
Really? They really pumped it up.
Yeah, it's also the only meal I've had so far today.
Okay, yeah.
You told me to fast.
I did not.
You told me I had to be in the right headspace.
Yeah, I was like, you have anything else in your stomach, I'm going to punch you right in the gut and make you puke it out.
Well, I was like, this is going to be a comprehensive review of Steam, and so I was like, well, I'm going to have to eat every item on the menu. So I've been fasting for a while, and then we had one jalfrezi, and then had to go.
I started doing the math about how much that would cost, and I was like, nah. Just the one curry.
2 of every item on the menu, including a penne.
And 2 penne arrabbiatas, thank you, from Steam.
I also had a Coke no sugar. If you want me to review that,
Quickly review the Coke no sugar.
quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly. I would say it reminded me of a lot of other Coke no sugars I've had.
Yeah. Really took you down memory lane.
Yeah,
like that scene in Ratatouille.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah. We took you back to your first Coke no sugar.
That's right. Yeah. God, what a good restaurant.
Yeah.
No rats in the kitchen, but we didn't go in the kitchen.
We didn't go in the kitchen.
So there could be a Ratatouille situation going on there.
Could be a Ratatouille. There was no hats on the staff as far as we could see. So
right. We made them take them off.
This is a thorough. We want to make sure on this podcast we're going to make sure there's no Ratatouille situations going on in any of the restaurants on Dominion Road, because it's a health violation.
It's a health violation.
It's obscene.
It's a health violation. And
does the rat just shit in the hair?
Jesus.
Like, we need to know these things.
It would, yeah. I mean, and it just wouldn't annoy your little scalp.
Yeah, surely.
They're chewing your bit little mouse whisperer. He doesn't. Well, that's the thing is that I've pulled people's hair before, and I've never. It doesn't like their limbs don't flail around.
Speak on that.
On
pulling people's hair.
Yeah, just like if I see someone on the street.
What are you just like, how dare you?
It's called a conversation starter.
It sure is a conversation starter.
And they're like, hey, what's the big idea? And I'm like, thank you so much. My name's Ray O'Leary. I just a little tug there. Little tug
to get us started.
Yeah.
I like your because the idea is that like the main guy in Ratatouille's nerves are connected directly to his hair, and the rat can sort of control him.
Yeah.
And I like that you're calling out the illogical nature of the talking rat movie.
It's crazy, man.
This shit is crazy.
I will say, in defense of the talking rat movie, the rats don't talk to humans.
But I mean,
they're
could.
definitely a lot. What do you mean they could? Oh, I guess they could. Do you reckon they could spell things out?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's not unclear if they know English or not, or if we're having their rat
French.
language. Sorry, they're French. Yeah, he's bilingual.
Yeah.
This is a smart rat. I mean, he's clearly smarter than your average rat.
Yeah.
But it's unclear if we're... Like, they could be speaking some sort of special French mouse dialect to the other mice that's been translated to us.
Could be Swiss French for all we know.
I don't judge. I don't mind.
I'm not judging.
judging.
They can speak whatever they want.
Yeah, that's right. And they're clean rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to Steam.
Sorry, what?
You got the vegetable jalfrezi.
Yes.
Walk us through that meal. How was it?
It was good. I eat curries the same way every time.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's just... Okay, actually, Steam did do something I didn't like. Is that I think they gave us rice to share in a bowl. Mm-hmm. You know, when 2 people order a dish that requires rice, I hate having to figure out. I hate having to figure out with another person how much rice I should have, how much rice they should have. It was awful. It was luckily you basically. I don't know. I think you saw me flailing and you removed yourself from the situation.
I was like, I'm just not going to have any rice.
That's right. I was like, I was good. I'm hungry
because I had my donuts, so I was all good.
Yeah, and so they did that. But yeah, the way I have a curry is I just empty the bowl of curry onto my plate. And then I empty the bowl of rice onto my plate, and then I mix it up together because rice doesn't taste very good, and it doesn't. It doesn't.
Rice doesn't taste. Does it have a bad taste, or doesn't taste very good? I should clarify. I have asked you onto this podcast, and thank you so much for doing this. But you have maybe an opinion about food that I respect less than anyone in the entire world. You eat like an absolute maniac, and thank you for bringing up your insane way of eating curries. Rice doesn't taste good. It's an absolutely unhinged thing to say to basically like a third of the population of the earth whose entire diet is based around rice. It's not very good.
You say that if they had the choice. Rice is not a meal. Rice is not a meal. So the rice is just not a food that I enjoy. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It's like on its own. It's just I don't know if it's something that's bland. There's no flavour to it.
Sure.
There's I think it might actively taste bad. like what? It's all grainy.
Grainy.
The texture isn't good.
Grainy. No, it's not grainy.
Yeah.
It comes in grains.
Oh, so what? You're cooking your rice? Oh, la-dee-da. That's the French rat over here.
I mean, yeah, it's absolute because you eat the same thing every day. Almost every day.
I have in the past. Yeah.
Walk through a normal day in Ray O'Leary's diet.
So
Because I used to know what it is, but it's changed up a little bit.
It has changed up, but I guess the classic meal, the one that I became known for, is I would have a bowl of cornflakes with a banana, and then separate to that, I would have a mug with Garfield on it and put soy milk in that.
Yeah,
I call my Garfield of soy.
You got your Garfield of soy.
Yeah, and then I would have 2 peanut butter.
Garfield of soy sounds like a knight, like an old crusader. I am Garfield of soy. Anyway, carry on.
Garfield of soy.
Yeah.
And then I would have 2 peanut butter sandwiches and either an apple or a pear. Apples are a lot easier to come by.
Sure.
Yeah, but pears are my preferred fruit.
Okay.
Any thoughts, listeners? Do we have any callers? No? Okay, sorry.
Please carry on.
And then my final meal was the bean korma, which in its zenith, in its peak form, was half a can of baked beans, frozen mixed vegetables, cooked, and that's it. That's it. I used to have rice in it, but then I ended up cutting the rice.
Because you realised that you don't like rice?
It was an unnecessary part of the meal. I wasn't getting any nutrition.
Right.
I was just operating on a higher level.
For those that don't know, that's the typical. So that's what I've brought on. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Your completely unhinged take on food.
Until you want a rat didn't tell me how to cook that. That's awesome.
A rat would be better.
Come on.
Any rat, not even a cartoon rat. So you want to say something? Go.
Yeah, no, it was a good meal. David Corral.
The steam one?
No, the steam one was great. Bean korma.
Oh, you mean the bean korma?
Yeah,
okay.
bean korma. Well, sorry, it wasn't a great meal, but it was like it did do, and it was affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yes,
that's definitely true. Yeah. It's very cheap.
And David Corral, he didn't mind it.
That's the best you got?
No.
David Corrales?
No.
A guy who's eaten dog food?
Oh,
could tolerate your bean korma?
He liked it more than dog food.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that, but you could tell. You could tell.
Okay, so that's the mindset we're going into steam with.
Yeah.
So the vegetable jalfrezi. Do you know what goes into the jalfrezi?
I think I saw there was a lot of green. I think there were peas on my plate, maybe, and carrots.
Right.
And there was, I believe it was. The thing that draws me to it is I believe it's described as like a sweet and sour type meal, and I'm vegan, and I feel like I don't have that much opportunity to eat sweet and sour things.
Yeah, right.
And so that's what drew me to them.
Yeah, my one was a sweet and sour thing as well, and then they also gave me a sweet thing. And I'm pretty sure it was mostly sweetened condensed milk.
Yes, and you're lactose intolerant.
And I'm lactose intolerant, and I ate the whole thing, and I feel fine so far.
I distinctly remember being like, "Oh, don't eat that," and you said, "It tastes good."
Tastes good.
That
was my counter to that.
Terrible.
It's poison.
Yeah,
but it tastes good.
Yourself.
But it tastes good though. And it did taste good, and the donuts were really nice, savory donuts.
Yeah.
Really crispy, and they had these dipping sauces as well.
Yeah. I watched you dipping. I mean, I guess it's fine because only you were eating, but you were dipping one sauce and then dipping the other sauce. Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, it was two sauces, and I dip in both.
And you think that, but then you cross-contaminate the sauces.
Well, it's all good. Like only me is.
Only you eating.
You know, when you make a bean korma, you don't cross-contaminate the frozen mixed vegetables and the baked beans, do you? The two ingredients in your fucking korma. Let's go back to Steam and tell them about the korma. I wonder what they'd think about it.
I think they'd say thank you.
Thank you for improving our culture's dish.
It's the Isaac Newton's.
I did not expect that name.
I think the phrase from Isaac Newton comes to mind.
Yeah.
Stand on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done, is that, like, you stand on the shoulders of giants just to see a little bit further.
Yeah.
And, there's a Korma already out there, which is good.
And you're like, I've got Korma 2.0.
That's right, I've got the bean Korma.
The bean Korma.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a delicious meal. Well, it's not delicious, but it's...
Thanks for tapering that back.
That's good, isn't it?
And what would you say is your greatest regret in life?
What would I say is...
Okay, shut up. It's time for everybody's favourite segment, Ben Magoo's Loo Reviews.
Oh, come on now.
And so, okay, I go to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go to the toilet at Sting?
No, you forbid it.
No.
Didn't you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was like, go in your pants.
Yeah,
if you have to go in your pants. Do a mud pie in your own pants right now. You went to because we came back home and you went to the toilet and you went and listened. You were like, do you want to record the podcast now? And you were like, yes, sweet as, I'm just going to go to the loo. And then you went to the loo and listened to Les Miserables, Master of the House.
Not the full song, but it is.
No, it was the full song.
No. Who knows the song better? You or me?
Yeah, you clearly knew it better because you knew all the goddamn words. I could hear it through the walls.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is crass, but like it's a flatting situation where if people sometimes I worry that they can hear your business.
Yeah.
Like some people will turn on the tap.
Wait, do you do it to cover?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're worried about that?
Yeah. And so I put in a blast Master of the House.
Blast Master of the House.
By Les Miserables.
So I would rather hear you do poos. I would rather hear big jobbies launched into that toilet water than you going, Master of the House. I'd rather hear the jobbies, to be honest. I fucking hate that song.
That's a good song.
Okay. I went to the steam toilets, though.
Yeah. There was a line.
There was a line. There was this one moment when we were there, and like 5 guys went into the toilet all at the same time.
And you turned to me and you said, toilet time.
I said toilet because it was clearly toilet time. And so I go in. There's only one toilet, so I don't know what all the 5 guys were doing in there.
Oh, Jesus.
So one toilet. And listen, this is because the other 2 places I've recorded episodes I've got. Mm-hmm. The toilet facilities weren't available.
Oh.
So this is the first legitimate Ben Magoo's Loo Reviews.
What did you do at those other 2 restaurants?
I said, I looked around. One, we couldn't go in properly because it was COVID times. And the other one...
Wait, what do you mean? You weren't allowed to use the toilet because of the...
We weren't allowed to go into the restaurant.
Oh, I see.
And the other one, it looked like there might have been a loo.
No.
And maybe I could ask if I could go. But man, the guy behind the counter was checked out. And I was like, I'm not going to bother him. He seems like he's doing his own thing. So this toilet had it all. Mm-hmm. Scented candles.
Oh.
Automated hand towel dispenser.
Oh.
The perfect amount of privacy.
Ooh.
And natural light.
Ooh la la.
It was incredible. It's a really stellar toilet.
When you say natural, do you mean, was there a big window?
Yeah. They managed to, you feel very enclosed in, you feel very safe doing your business, but the amount of natural light coming in, it feels so, it's got a beautiful view of some trucks.
I used to head into the car park.
Yeah. So it's not great to look out of, but the light beaming in is gorgeous.
Now, no, this is a minor quibble, but I feel like the amount of natural light that you can tolerate is quite low. Like I've turned the light. I mean, like I'll flick the lights on, and I feel like our flat doesn't get enough light.
Oh right, okay.
And I'll flick on the lights, and you'll be like, "What are you doing? It's daytime." And I'll be like, "Yeah, but it's dark."
I'm gonna need some listener feedback on that because, like, daytime.
Yeah.
Even if it's like cloudy, I won't put the lights on.
Yeah, but no, that's weird. No, I think no.
That's weird.
It can be. It can be during the day, and it can be dark in your room.
Yeah, I still just wouldn't put the lights on.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
It just feels unnatural to you? Like a
Yeah, I guess
spitting in the eye of God.
Do you know that when streetlights were first introduced, they thought it was against God?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they were like, no, it should be dark at night. People protest it. Anyway, yeah, great toilet. That was Ben Magoo's Loo reviews.
all right.
How long have we been? Okay, great.
I've got an announcement.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I came onto the podcast.
Thank you.
I was hoping, and thank you for having me, that I could use this to soft launch my podcast from the top, episode by episode review of Glee, starting with season 1, episode 1 pilot. Now, what were your favourite songs from episode 1 of Glee?
It's weird that because I have seen season 1, episode 1 of Glee
You
a
don't
number
say.
of times.
Oh,
And
good.
it's
That's
weird
one of
that
the best episodes.
You wanted to do this podcast inside my podcast,
No.
not asking me if I'd seen season 1, episode 1 of Glee.
What? I did ask. I just asked now. What do you?
No,
I
you said, what did I think about it?
Yeah. What did you think about it?
Well, I've seen it. Isn't that
great.
weird?
Yeah, that's
It's
interesting.
interesting, isn't it?
It is really interesting.
Why
And I
did you-
can't wait to. I see. I was more of a Don't Stop Believing fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you hear it's just when the ba comes in, it's
Fascinating.
moving.
Do you want to let the listeners in on the joke here?
Now, what did you think about season 1, episode 2? We got to move through. We don't have a lot of time.
We don't have
yet.
a lot of time.
Well,
Ray and I were going to do a podcast about Glee, and then Ray decided he didn't want to do it.
yes, and now
Why was no? What was no there?
no was a lie, so that I had to quickly backtrack from. But now you should be stoked because I'm soft launching it right now.
Let's do it. Let's go. Season 1, episode 1 of Glee.
Yep.
Really bad.
No,
Thoughts?
it's really good.
Really, really
It's
bad.
really good. It's such a good job of establishing all the different
Really
characters.
boring. No one has any characters.
No, what are you kidding about? Sue Sylvester is very funny. Mr. Shu is torn between Glee Club and his nag wife, who's written a bit too harsh, but she's funny.
I hate his bitch wife.
Rachel Berry, she's got a
He's
character.
cool though. Plants drugs on Finn.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Listens to kids sing in the shower.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Is clearly in love with another woman, but stays with his wife.
Yeah, love that. Episode 2.
Episode 2, Showmance.
Showmance.
The one Finn and Rachel kiss for the first time. There's the celibacy club meeting, the first introduction of Jacob Ben Israel,
Dear
the
listeners.
creepy kid with
Dear listeners.
No, I'm still talking.
There's no way,
Quinn, Santana, and Rachel
Ray is
join the Glee
obsessed
Club.
with Glee. So, not doing the
No.
podcast and him constantly bringing it up. Someone will play a song and be like, this was on season episode Blues. And he knows
Yeah.
it because of Glee.
It's called a party trick.
It's
It's called a party trick. You get people round and they'll name a song and I'll say it.
It's so... No, I'm not getting into it with you about Glee. Because I've made my thoughts clear.
Mm-hmm.
I've made my video. It's on my YouTube channel.
Yep. And you should check it out for a long and incorrect opinion about Glee.
100% correct. Everyone knows that Glee is bad now.
Who's everyone?
That's the common consensus.
What about season 1, episode 9? Wheels, I think. Yeah. It's the Glee. The thing about Glee is when you watch it, you have to be like, God, there's a lot of promise here.
I mean, I guess
It's Glee and Heroes. There are some shows that should have got the Firefly treatment, I think, and been cancelled after one season, and then we could have spent the rest of.
Cancelled after 1 minute.
No, it was a good minute of the opening scene. You think this is hard? Try being waterboarded. That's hard. Very funny.
Ugh.
Another thing about Steam is that we were taken upstairs.
Yeah, we were. I'd never seen the upstairs before.
Yes, and we, for the most part, were the only people there.
Yeah. And it's because downstairs was packed because of the buffet. The
Yes.
buffet was attracting a huge crowd.
And for some reason, we weren't allowed to be downstairs if the buffet was on.
No, and honestly, moving because we sat down. We were sat downstairs initially.
That woman didn't move for me, did she? As I was struggling to get into
no,
my.
it didn't seem like it. You were back, trying to reverse parallel park into your seat, and trying to adjust for her. And then I was backing up on my side of the table, but I was backing into the door while other people were coming in.
Did she have she must have had her seat out a bit too far, but she was not helping.
No.
And then we had to get up immediately.
And then we had to leave anyway. So that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, she did say, she said, are you all right to me once I was finally sat down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's considerate.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, I feel like if we'd got to talking, I could have won it round.
Oh, I just farted. I feel like that's relevant.
Okay, in what way?
Well, because we just ate. And,
Okay.
then I had that. My body was like, now that's happening. You know?
So, no, what? Sorry, is this meant to be a review of the restaurant? Is it positive or negative?
It's not. It's just information.
Oh, for Christ. There are some, cultures where people consider like burping during the meal as a sign that you're enjoying it, and it's a positive.
Where'er you be, let your wind gang free.
Is that a Scottish thing?
It's a Scottish thing.
May the road rise to meet you, and may the wind forever be at your back, and may you be flying without air,
Flying without wings,
from overseas to coast, to find the space you love the most, where the fields are green, to see you once again, my love. An Irish blessing.
The best of the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and today.
And you can almost hear that at Steam, because we would hear a couple of songs.
Yeah.
We heard a couple of songs played on the sitar, and we thought they were covers.
Yeah, like it was there was a couple recognizable tunes in there. There was definitely the bass line from Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, Bon Jovi's going to be furious.
When he finds out about this.
Can we tell John?
We tell John? You know how litigious he is.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is. I once saw a very funny bad tattoo, and someone had written Bon John Bovey.
That's an easy name to get confused. Like, it wasn't on purpose?
I don't think so.
Oh, no. Bless.
Oh.
Hey, I got another guest coming on.
Oh dear. Okay.
No, it'll be fine. I've got to head out.
You got to head out.
Yeah, I've got to
the
head
host.
out. Yeah, I've got to pick up some towels.
Okay. You know what? You have put your washing out, and you don't have enough towels. I think.
Thank you. And so, guy coming in. He's a hostage negotiator.
Oh, okay.
Named Gregg Mincey.
Okay, Gregg Mincey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hostage negotiator, pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting. You should stick around to chat to him.
Well, hopefully I'm back before he gets here. But you just sit around and
I'll just wait for him to come in.
Wait for him to come in, make him feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Hello.
Oh, hello. Are you?
Hi.
Is this?
How are you?
Please tell me you're Gregg.
Yeah, I'm Gregg Mincey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, and I feel fine. Okay.
Good stuff.
You touched me.
Yeah.
My first thought is, we're recording this in mine and Ben's flat, and you've walked right in.
Yeah.
In some ways, do you feel like you've taken me hostage?
I mean, in some ways, you've taken me hostage.
Okay, a double hostage.
On a technical,
a double hostage situation.
It's a double hostage situation. That's an industry term.
Oh yes.
And
for when two people take each other hostage.
Yeah, when two people take it, and that's a real doozy. That's a real nightmare. I'll tell you that right now.
So is it a situation where both people think they've got the other person locked up in the other room and they're making calls to respective persons?
And I've got to talk to both of them, and and it's like one phone in one ear, the other phone in the other ear, and I have to keep going, no, I was talking to the other guy.
Oh, no.
It's a nightmare.
I feel like if you're a hostage negotiator, you really should be on one phone. Are you often taking two calls at a time when you're negotiating with a hostage?
Usually it's just the one hostage taker.
But you won't take another call, like if... are you married or anything?
It might be an emergency.
What would you... Like, I don't know.
Could be another hostage situation.
So you'll answer the phone?
Yeah.
So what? But
that's why I carry 3 phones with me.
So when you answer the phone, what do the calls end up being? These ones that you're worried might be an emergency.
Well, I mean, a lot of the time it's telemarketers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How often do you stay on the phone with them?
Until they're done.
Until they're done?
Yeah. I go, no, I'm fine with my current power company, and I have to tell the guy taking hostages. I'm like, no, I'm talking to the power company. He's like, I'm losing it here. And that drives them nuts. They hate that.
So it's like
but,
it's like a power play.
it's like, well, yeah, it's a power company. And
That's not what I said.
and they hate that. And they sometimes shoot people, but, they get to see a bunch of dead bodies, so it's win-win.
What? What was that?
What?
You like to see dead bodies?
Yeah.
How often?
What do you mean?
How often do you see them?
I'd say...
How? Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard of that many hostage situations.
Well, that's why I've got to drum them up myself.
What?
Well, I'm a hostage negotiator.
Yeah.
I negotiate with someone
Yeah.
until they're willing to get into a hostage situation.
So you're trying to convince people to become a hostage.
To take hostages.
To take hostage. Oh, you're encouraging.
Yeah. I'm in line at the bank, say.
Yeah.
I see a guy who's like, a little bit,
What?
like he could snap.
Yeah. Oh, how? What are the telltale signs?
Well, I mean, you're close.
What?
Let's give it a bit of time. Anyway,
Ooh.
just out of it.
Yeah.
And
Out of it at the back.
at the bank, in line at the bank. And I get talking to him.
Yeah.
25 minutes later.
That's a long conversation at the
Yeah,
back.
no, I'm easy to chat to.
That's quite charming to give him.
25 minutes later, I've convinced him to, and he's like, well, I don't have a gun. I've got a gun. There you go. And I'll be honest, the gun is the biggest hurdle.
What do you mean? Getting the gun or convincing
Convincing them to take the gun. That's when I'm like, oh, is this going to work?
What's the thing that you think will get them to agree to take the gun?
Spending 25 minutes talking to me.
So they want to take you hostage?
Oh, they take me hostage, and then I negotiate out of that hostage situation. I negotiate out into the parking lot or where the cops are.
Yeah.
Negotiate with the cops.
The cops are already there.
Yeah, the cops are there because they've called in the hostage negotiation.
Do you call them in?
I call them in.
As soon as the guy gets the gun, you're like,
Yes, and I'm like, we've got a hostage situation here. I go out there, I go talk to the cops, convince one of them to start a hostage negotiation situation, start talking to them. And then sometimes I talk to, the cops on behalf of the person taking hostages.
yeah.
And just get them to chill out.
Get the cops to chill out.
Just to chill out.
Well, let's make this last as long as we can.
Just go home. You know what I
Let's
mean?
go home.
I'm going to be here in case any dead bodies show up, and then it's win-win.
Jesus.
And, and I guess that's pretty crazy. But
What's a good day on the job for you?
good day on the job, 12, 15 dead bodies.
How often would you say you're getting that?
Well, it's hard, It is harder than it sounds. It is
That's
hard.
good. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Wow. I'd never wish ill on your job. What do you do?
I do comedy.
You're a stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How many dead bodies do you see in that?
I want to say none. I want to
Jesus.
say
What do you do with them?
What do you mean? What do you do? There's more to life than seeing dead bodies.
Name one.
A field full of pansies.
Of what?
Of pansies, the flower.
A field full of pansies.
Yeah.
Do you experience that often?
Yeah, or cowards.
Oh, yeah.
A field full of people with no moral fibre.
Love a coward. Really good in a hostage situation.
Oh, I bet to convince someone to take hostages or to be as a...
Either or. You get a lifelong coward, and you go up to them and you're like, it's time to make a change. Here's a gun.
So you're almost running self-help seminars.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. I just care about people.
What is this?
And seeing a few dead bodies. That's win-win.
Oh, Christ. I feel like you got to stop trying to see dead bodies.
Well, everybody does.
Yeah, I agree, but should you be walking around a morgue? Couldn't you just go to the morgue or something?
The morgue?
The morgue?
The morgue?
Yeah, couldn't you go to the morgue?
The morgue?
Yeah, couldn't you go to the morgue?
The morgue?
Yeah, couldn't you go to the morgue?
Where's the morgue?
Where's the more? That's the more.
Ah, old blue eyes.
Old blue eyes. You're a big Frank Sinatra fan.
Love him.
What? So someone's taken a hostage.
Uh huh.
You're out there. How do you diffuse the situation?
I say, how many hostages you got in there? All right. Say you're the guy, right?
Yep.
I go, how many hostages you got in there?
One.
Just the one?
Yeah.
That's not going to do it.
What? What does that
You're
mean?
going to need a few more than that.
What does that
I'm going to send some guys in. All right? You got to take
What do you
these
mean
hostages.
what do you mean send some
I'm
guys?
going to send some guys in.
What do you mean?
I know some guys.
Are these people friends of yours, or do you get people off
Yeah.
the street to just run into the bank? Or?
Well, some bit of both. Bit of column A, bit of
What would
column
you say?
B.
Send some guys. Do these people know they're about to enter a hostage situation?
No, I've told them there's cake.
And so they wander in hoping to get some cake.
Yeah.
They think it's a
I
birthday or
negotiate
something.
with them to go in.
Is it? It's not their birthday, is it? Do they think it's
Sometimes it's their birthday. Sometimes I negotiate with them for a little bit to see if they want to take a hostage.
Oh, yeah.
I go, there's some hostages and a gun in there.
Yeah.
And that is technically true.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to anybody. But little do they know they're becoming a hostage in that hostage situation.
Jeez. Do you ever get Stockholm syndrome?
I mean, I love all of them. And don't make me pick, okay? It's like picking my kids.
No, is it?
Oh.
Do you have kids?
Yes. Well, I did.
Oh no, I don't think I want to. Oh no, what do you mean you did please,
Well.
oh no.
We can do the math on that.
Can't-
But I did get to see some dead bodies,
Oh,
so it's
jeez,
win-win.
Jesus, good heavens. No. But what's the best hostage situation you've been in then?
I just said don't make
Yeah, I
me.
know,
You
I
are
know.
a monster.
No,
You're
I'm not a
really,
monster. I'm not a
really
mon-
cruel.
You're
Number one. Oh.
how do you know Ben?
How do I know Ben?
Yeah.
Well, I saw his video about Glee.
Oh really? Oh
Dropped something there.
yeah. Are you a
That's
fan?
all right.
Are you a fan of Glee?
Love it.
Really?
Yeah, it's what got me into hostage situations.
What is that?
You know the school shooting episode?
Yeah, it's a poorly done episode.
Yeah.
People might be shocked to hear this, but the teenage musical comedy drama Glee did not tackle the subject of school shootings very well.
Not very tactfully at all.
No.
And I was like,
It's amazing they took on such a big topic and they had nothing to say about it.
it wasn't even an actual school shooting.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, they just. There's no commentary about gun control or anything like that. It was just.
We have turned this into a Glee podcast, and I can't imagine that Ben's happy about that.
No, I think he might be stoked.
He likes that?
Yeah. That's
Great.
That's always the impression I've gotten from him.
Yeah, big into Glee
Yeah,
podcasts,
yeah.
and talking about Glee.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, what
Because
about-
I could talk for hours.
Because you're a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan.
I thought. Well, yeah, that's great to hear.
Favorite character? Rory.
No, Rory's the worst character.
Love Rory.
Rory's my least favorite character by a large margin. He's
You
clearly
don't
the worst.
say.
Yeah.
Interesting. How did he make you mad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mad enough
it
to-
ticks me off.
Mad enough to like do something about it?
You want me to? What do you think? What would I do? What could I possibly achieve? Are you suggesting I take hostages because I'm mad that a fictional character's in a TV show
Whoa.
from years ago?
I don't know. I think we just say maybe let's say you had a gun
Oh, okay.
and it made you feel like a big boy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it really would.
Oh.
And you put a gun to someone's head and you say, delete all the episodes with Rory in it.
That's my demand.
Yeah.
I
reckon it would work. And I think it'd be cool. And if it doesn't work, I get to see some dead bodies, so it's win-win.
I'm not going to take any hostages to try and delete.
You're not even going to try?
What you call me? What you call me? A cow?
I'm calling you a pansy.
Oh God! If I wish I was in a field full of pansies right now.
No, don't think about that. Think about
Oh,
Rory and how mad he makes you.
I'm going on Rose in the pansy field. I'm fuming.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got... Just getting a call.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. No, it's a hostage situation.
Is it?
I've got to get out of here. Yeah.
Is it? Are you sure it's not a power company?
It is. It's the power company. They've got a hostage situation.
Got a hostage?
Yeah. No, that was a seed I planted years ago. So hopefully that's going to, result in some few bodies.
Yeah.
Because it's a win-win.
Okay,
But
jeez.
It's really lovely to meet you. Thank you so much
no.
for having me on the show. Sorry, tell Ben I'm sorry I couldn't convince him to get into a hostage situation.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Maybe blow someone's face off. Get to see some dead
What?
bodies.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Jesus Christ, Gregg.
Right. It's a joke. See you later, mate. Oh, was that him?
Yeah, that was him. He's
Oh, bless you.
deranged.
What?
Gregg is deranged.
How do you mean?
He likes to kidnap. He wants to kidnap people so he can send dead bodies.
Oh my god.
He's a terrible hostage negotiator.
Oh my god.
How did you meet him?
He emailed me to be on the show.
Really?
And I was like, that's great. You've obviously got a really interesting life. And then he said some stuff about how he thinks I'm a coward.
Oh, really?
And I was like,
That's
no, I'm not.
Oh, no.
How do you think I won't put you on the podcast?
Oh, no.
And he was like, he really got at me about some things. And I was like, oh, man, if I had a gun, I don't know what I'd do.
Oh,
But,
no.
I was really looking forward to meeting him and proving him how strong and cool I am.
I didn't even ask him if he's been to the Steam restaurant.
That would be relevant. None of the guests I've had on have been to the restaurant, I don't think.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Other than the comedians.
And now we'll never know if Gregg has.
Yeah.
No.
Did he seem like a Steam guy?
I don't think he got a kick out of most things. I think there was one particular thing he liked, and sort of that was it. I think
Just the dead bodies.
Yeah, he was definitely a one-trick mind kind of guy.
But a fully realised, well-developed character you'd say.
Oh, I definitely saw 3 dimensions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, four dimensions even. Yeah,
Hey, who knows?
He existed through time.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all?
Don't we all? What a lovely notion to end this podcast on. We all exist.
We all exist. Another Irish blessing.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on the podcast.
No, it was a delicious meal. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, listeners. And
We
steam
you
Stimulese. You stimulese. That's what we say here on every effing restaurant on Dominion Road. Bye-bye.